My name is Marion Hinkle. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you today. If I had several tutors that came to me with the same issue, it was signified to me that I would probably need to do a group training for the whole team. If a few are struggling with it, likely there are many others too that have that same issue. If I could do just even little mini trainings, even 15 minutes would help greatly for this challenge. I could meet with them 15 minutes in the morning, maybe do a little coffee chat. Or I could meet 15 minutes in the afternoon, maybe it's a lunch and learn. Maybe they can choose one session that works best for them. But everyone has to be involved in at least one of those. It could also signify an ongoing need for a forum like this every month where we could bring up our challenges, talk about best practices, as well as give shout outs and success stories. And as a team, it would also bring out a cohesive, supportive team. It would have, camaraderie, sharing ideas and collaboration. And so anyway, I like having a cohesive, supportive team, especially now that I can identify myself as a protagonist. It is not shocking that I would seek out a solution in this way. Now, speaking of specifics inside the training for the phonological awareness, first, I would make certain that my team felt comfortable navigating through the flow chart and also didn't skip any steps. Because innately inside the program, there are strategies already in place to support the students' reading fluency. So I would certainly highlight the phrase drill procedure. This phase really gives the student an opportunity to repeat those sounds. And also I would encourage the tutor to slow down as they're pronouncing these words just a little bit, because sometimes breaking things down into sound bites can really help the student accomplish saying these sounds. Sometimes the difference between struggling and proficiency can be really slowing down these words and being able to manipulate those sounds within the words. Also, I would really highlight the modeling procedure. This is a phase that really also gives the student to have yet another opportunity to say those words that they're struggling with. So I would encourage the tutor, when those words come up in the story, to give that next word to the student in order for them to have another opportunity to recite. And then the other thing that really helped me when I was a tutor is I want to make sure the tutors are utilizing that note section. This was invaluable to me when I was a tutor, because I would write down exactly what I felt like the student was struggling with. So that way next time I would remember exactly where to start with that student and what to practice. But the other thing is that there were times where I did not have a consistent tutor for certain children. So this would also allow the student to have consistency in the program and not have a lot of lost ground, because the tutor would know exactly what to focus on during that session if it was not their regular tutor. And then also, additionally, of course, I would offer more support even after the tutoring sessions. If they needed me to observe and give them some constructive feedback, I would be happy to do that. Of course, email, making certain that the tutors understand that I am very available for them to just send me questions, concerns, feedback, and also know that I will get back to them readily. And then I can make instructional videos like this if budgeting doesn't allow for me to do some mini trainings. I can just do some informative videos just like this and send those out. So our messaging is consistent, yet we also are combating the challenges that we have as tutors. And then we could also use PowerPoints that I can create to send those out. And sometimes having those variances in training materials can kind of keep things fun and fresh. And then there's some other things that the student can just do at home to make sure that they are reinforcing the things that they've learned with us. They could just trace the letters in the air as they try to say the sound. They could draw pictures and use them as flashcards of words that have that sound. They could play the alphabet game where they're just looking around the room and they're identifying things that may have that sound in it. You could just play some online games if they have access to it. Songs, rhyming is awesome. And of course, reading to someone aloud will also support their phonic awareness. And, even grabbing Scrabble and grabbing the tiles out of the bag and trying to practice saying those sounds and those letters. So, in closing, I appreciate that you gave me this time to be a part of the process. I think I would be a rock star in this position, but I would also be a rock for the tutors. Thank you so much, and I look forward to the possibilities.